What if the most dangerous thing in the world was something you couldn't see, smell, or taste? What if the place you called home became a tomb overnight? Not because of war, but because of a single catastrophic mistake. This isn't a work of fiction. This is the story of Chernobyl. It's just after 1 in the morning in Pripyat, a city built on the promise of the atom. Lights flicker across apartment blocks where families sleep soundly, their dreams undisturbed. In living rooms, the late-night glow of a television paints the walls. The city is a picture of serene socialist modernity, a peaceful community resting under the watchful eye of the nearby Vladimir Lenin Nuclear Power Plant. But in the quiet of this April night, a countdown to oblivion has already begun and no one hears the ticking. At precisely 1:23 a.m., the world changes forever. A blinding, unnatural flash of light erupts from Reactor No. 4, tearing through the darkness. A violent shockwave follows, a silent, powerful ripple that shakes the very foundations of the city. Windows rattle in their frames, and a low, terrifying rumble echoes across the sleeping landscape. Inside the plant's control room, chaos reigns. Alarms shriek a symphony of failure as engineers, their faces pale with disbelief and terror, stare at instruments gone haywire. They are the first to witness the impossible. The heart of the atom has been ripped open. The first responders are firefighters, brave men summoned to fight a fire unlike any they have ever known. They rush towards the inferno, towards the hellish, ethereal blue glow of the exposed reactor core, equipped with little more than their courage. They are walking into a storm of invisible death, a cloud of radioactive particles flooding the air around them. The heat isn't just from the fire, it's the energy of 1,000 suns poisoning every breath. One firefighter pauses, his gaze drawn upward to the column of smoke and debris rising into the night sky, a deadly plume carrying a silent, lethal poison that will drift across continents. As dawn breaks, an eerie sense of normalcy settles over Pripyat. The sun rises on a city that is already dying, but its people don't know it. Children run to school, their laughter echoing in streets dusted with radioactive fallout. Adults walk to work, commenting on the strange metallic taste in the air. Meanwhile, in smoke-filled back rooms, officials and party members engage in a desperate battle against the truth. They bury reports, silence witnesses, and paint a false picture of control, their denial and deception condemning thousands to a fate they could have escaped. 36 hours after the explosion, the lie can no longer be contained. A fleet of over 1,000 buses, stark and yellow, rolls into Pripyat, an army of evacuation. The announcement is chillingly simple. You have 2 hours to gather your essentials for a temporary 3-day trip. Panic gives way to a stunned, heartbreaking scramble. Families grab documents and a few cherished belongings, forced to leave everything else behind. Pets whine and scratch at doors, abandoned. A child's doll is dropped on the pavement, its plastic eyes staring blankly at the sky, a solitary witness to the exodus. What was once a vibrant city of 50,000 is now a ghost town. Drone footage reveals a haunting stillness, a monument to human error frozen in time. The iconic Ferris wheel, set to open just days after the disaster, stands motionless against a gray sky. In an empty school, textbooks lie scattered across classroom floors, lessons unfinished. Apartments remain as they were left, tables set for meals that were never eaten. This is the zone of alienation, a place where time itself has stopped. The aftermath is a slow, agonizing descent into suffering. Hospitals are overwhelmed with victims of a silent killer, their bodies ravaged by radiation sickness. But amid the decay, life in its most resilient form returns. Over decades, nature begins its patient reclamation. Trees sprout through concrete floors, and wild animals roam the empty streets of Pripyat. The crumbling, hastily built sarcophagus encasing the ruined reactor stands as a grim reminder. It is a tombstone for a city, and a warning to the world about the terrifying, enduring cost of a single fateful lie.